want to do a my ghetto views, an update of the Mike Brown whole fiasco. If you have not watched my ghetto views, this is where I talk about things that's in the news, on the blogs, and links that people have sent me. So yeah, the last time I talked to you guys about him being killed on August the 9th or whatever, and from then we found out the police officer name, his name is Darren Wilson. They also got well, we'll get into that. Let me start off by saying you might not agree with some of the things that I might say. You might agree with some of the things I might say. But if you leave a comment, please just be respectful. Everything is just my opinion when it comes to my ghetto view. So, hey. But like I said, he was gunned down on August the 9th by Officer Darren Wilson. And then it came out the same Friday, on the same day that they released the officer name. They released a video of Mike and his friend in the store taking some swishers, whatever. Now, this is where I say y'all might not agree with me. Come on. He was taking something out the store. This is where I say people need to own up to certain shit. Like, I feel like if we hurry up and own up to a lot of things about Mike Brown, then once it comes out, if it comes out in trial, then it won't be a shocker. We won't say they demeaning his character. So, okay, he was stealing. No, it does not justify the killing of him, but he was stealing. He did push the store clerk or whatever. But then they come out and say, I'm going to probably be all over the place. They come out and say that, first they said that they got a call. We found out that nobody from the store called. Somebody from within the store called or whatever, but nobody from the store called. So, okay, the police ain't putting that out there like that. Then they said that it was a struggle or whatever, because they said that, oh, this is what they said, because they, about him stealing. First they say it doesn't have nothing to do with the officer approaching him, okay? So I'm like, oh, okay. So now y'all fucking up right there, where why did this officer stop him? They say the officer stopped him because he was walking in the middle of the street. And this is another reason why I'm going to say you guys not agree with me. If Mike just, I'm not going to say Mike didn't say nothing smart to this officer. I'm not going to say he was just this A01 kid or whatever, because like I said, it came out that he was still in a store. It shows that he pushed the man in the store. So, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why I said it doesn't put nothing past that he said something smart to this officer. Now, why? Okay, now the officer gets out his car or try to get out his car or whatever the case may be. If he would have just got off the street, especially when we know what this can lead up to. This is not the first killing that an officer killed somebody. So we know how they react. So why would you put yourself in a line of fire for them to act that way? You know what I'm saying? That's my only problem with that. Now, they say it was a struggle with the officer. We find out this boy have got well, it's two different things they're saying. They say he got shot 6 times. And then they say it's in the arm. One autopsy say it's in the arm, and 4 in the arm and 2 in the head. One like with the eye, and then one at the top of the head. Then it comes out that he was shot in the head and the chest. I don't know which one it was. To me, that don't matter, because first of all, he was shot too many fucking times. He was shot too many damn times, period. There was a way, I'm quite sure that you guys were trained to put these people down, or put people down without shooting him so many fucking times. Then they say there was a fight, but then there was no kind of signs of a struggle on one of the autopsy reports. There was no sign of a struggle. There was no gunpowder on the boy. Then they said that he was shot from far away. He wasn't like shot close up. Then they say he could have been putting his hands up the way that the bullets are on his arm or whatever, in his head, and he could have been either lunging forward, or he could have been trying to go down on the ground, which I think it was he was trying to go down on the ground. Then they had this report of this girl named Josie coming forward, supposed to be his friend. So to me, now y'all either fucking up his case or something, because the police said on Friday at the press conference that the officer did not know about the shooting. His friend Josie gets on the radio and said that he was going to keep going until he got the call of the shooting. Which one is it? Am I missing some shit? Then she said that he lunged at him. I can't see that. First she said that they had a fight and that Mike tried to grab the officer tried to grab the gun, then Mike tried to grab the gun, and then I'm like, then they say he ran off. Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but they say he ran off, and then the officer said freeze, and he turned around to lunge at the officer. I don't know. Is it just me? But I don't think a motherfucker that's smart or going against a police officer, y'all fighting over the gun, you run, and then all of a sudden he say freeze, and then you try to attack. No, I don't believe that happened whatsoever. I don't believe that he tried to, after he struggled with this guy that's finna grab his gun, then all of a sudden you about to come back at him knowing he already got his gun out. No, I don't think that. I don't think that happened whatsoever. But there's so many different reports coming out. And so I didn't want to do this until we got everything out. Because like I said, it's going to take some time. Now, I know people don't want to hear that. But it's going to take some time. Look how long the Trayvon Martin situation happened. Look at other cases that had something to do with wrongful deaths or the police or whatever. Look how long. This shit is not going to take overnight. And I think people are frustrated because he have not got arrested. I think once he get arrested or something, or we see that he went to the police station to answer some questions, then I think a lot of shit will die down. But until they get answers of he's been detained or something, especially when it's coming out that there was no sign of struggle, y'all gotta take him in if y'all want this to stop. I'm sorry. Now, the looting shit, I am not with it. I'm not with it. Just because I lived through the Rodney King riots. I was out, well, I wasn't out there looting. We probably was collecting some shit in my house because my aunties and cousins and homies was doing it. I'm not gonna even lie. But my whole thing is the aftermath of that. The aftermath. I'm telling you, to this day, the Rodney King riots was what, 92? And there are still stores that didn't open back up because they lost so much and they thought they were the neighborhood people. Now, when it came to that video of him stealing out the store, you see when teenagers steal out the store, they grab and run. But this dude looked like he was talking to somebody behind the counter. And he was chilling in the store. Then they said that his friend didn't have nothing to do with it and they're not going to charge him. That's some bullshit. That's some please don't tell on us type of shit, because he knew his friend was stealing if he stole some shit. Period. He ran out with him. Why he wasn't conspiracy. I don't see. That's why I said it's some things coming out. There are witnesses coming out that they're trying to discredit what these witnesses are saying. But I'm like, there's some truth into everything. There might be some mistruth in everything. That's why I said it's so good for them to get those video cameras on their uniforms so this shit won't happen. It's surprising that none of this was caught on camera. Like, where's the dash cam camera? Where's something to say something happened to either credit the police or credit Mike Brown's story? But I don't, that's my thing. Regardless of how many people got phones that could have pulled out their phone, because I'm sorry, in the heat of the moment, a lot of times people don't think to just grab their phone with some shit like that going down, probably with their homie in the hood. They don't think to grab their phone, and they said it happened so quick. But my thing, there's a dash cam camera to either show the struggle in the car, we can hear it, or something. But like I said, it's so much to this, and they trying to force them to put so much out, and it's not going to happen overnight. And I think if people would calm down and let them get to it, then maybe some things might happen. They brought in this guy, Ron Johnson. I think he's like the head of the Highway Patrol or whatever. To me, he's a scapegoat for the police department. He is. He's a scapegoat because I be so here for him when he be talking, like when he went to the church and talked to him. When he talked when he first came, you saw the sincerity in him. But then when shit started happening and looting and tear gas and he was reading off a piece of paper, he sounded just like one of them motherfuckers, like for real, like they're using you. Then they brought in the National Guard, another black man. They're using you. You notice every time they're arresting people, they're letting the black cops grab them and drag them to the truck, and they're just following right behind them. They're using you. And then they get mad because the man, and then they got mad at Don, I think that's his name, because they felt some kind of way about this. They felt personal to this. First of all, y'all shouldn't have got some black men. I'm sorry, because if they didn't ever go through it, they know somebody that did go through this. I don't want to make this a racial thing. I don't want to make this a white-black thing. I want to make this a police brutality thing. Because, shit, every other day we're seeing more and more videos of police brutality. And I think if y'all would let, a lot of people in Ferguson would let them make this a police brutality case, then we would get so much more resolved a lot quicker than making it a white and black thing. I mean, that's just my opinion. Now, yes, we have been going through things for years with the police. We have been going through things for years. But we also need to make this a police brutality thing. I'm sorry. The curfew, I thought that was a hot-ass mess. I thought it was uncalled for. I thought that, and I said it on my Facebook and Twitter page, that this doesn't do nothing but escalate the problem, because you're telling these people that you're telling them they can protest, but then taking away when they can protest, what time they can protest, how they can protest. I knew that was going to go left real fast. And then to you looters, think about it. Think about it. Because they not showing y'all the white people that's looting and shit like that. They not showing that. And we know that they are right along with you guys. But think about, if you didn't have a police record, you sure the fuck got one now. Because they're trying to build your police record. They're trying to show that black people are animals and this and that. And they're not showing the peaceful protesters. They're showing the people that's looting. They're showing the people that's yelling. They're showing the people that's just out of control. They're not showing the good people. So, can y'all dial that down a little bit so we can see the positive stuff that's going on by y'all shooting each other and all that kind of stuff? Start telling on them motherfuckers that's in the crowd that's shooting. Start telling on them motherfuckers, because they're not helping the cause that everybody is trying to, they're not helping it, what we're trying to achieve when it comes to police brutality, young black men being abused by the police, profiling. We're trying to change that. So if you start telling on the motherfuckers instead of hiding them into the crowd and letting them get away with it, then maybe some things will change. But yeah, this was my update and what my views of this Mike Brown whole fiasco in Ferguson. I just want people to stop and use their heads and start thinking about things and how we can get better as a people without all the violence, without all the name calling, without all the bigotry and all that kind of stuff. Let's just see how we can get to a common goal of getting these bad polices out of here. Get these bad polices out of here, these bad politicians out of here, and then we'll see a better change. Until then, it's not going to be changed with us acting ignorant. It's not. But yeah, that's my thought about it. If we have more things to come, I'm just going to jump on camera and I'm going to post it. I don't care if my hair is wrapped, because a lot of times I forget what I want to say once the camera starts going. I'll be forgetting if I don't write it down right then and there. So I'll probably just, y'all going to see my hair wrapped. Y'all going to see me looking raggedy. If anything breaking news, I'm going to break right on with y'all and just update. If you guys don't mind. But I'll be back for 11 hip hop reviews. Tell me your thoughts on the situation without being disrespectful. I'm not on the police side. I'm on the side for justice, and I want justice for the Michael Brown family. I really, really do. But I think we need to stop and think about our actions so we can get that justice. Tell me what y'all thought. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live. I do everything by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. Talk to me and I'll talk back, just like I said, be respectful. Alright, peace out, you guys.